Welcome to Broadway Mania. I'm Alyssa.
And I'm Kaylen.
And today we'll be talking about different Broadway stars. So the first one up is Ben Platt. Have you ever heard of him?
Yes.
That's good because he's my all-time favorite. So he won the 2017 Tony Award for his lead performance in Dear Evan Hansen, which I saw him in. He was really good. Definitely deserved all the awards he got. He got his start in a national tour of Caroline or Change at age 11, which that's very young to start out your career. And I mean, I know his dad's Mark Platt is a big producer and director and that stuff, but that's young to get your start.
Yeah, and, definitely. I mean, I feel when you have I'm not a famous dad, but that's definitely I wonder if you wanted to do it then.
Yeah.
If you wanted to get into it that early, or if you even wanted to get into it at all.
True. Well, everything he ever said, he said he used to dress up as different princesses and put on shows in his backyard. So obviously he grew up with a very musical family, and I know his older brother is in Broadway stuff too. So that probably influenced his wanting to get into that. But still, 11's so young. I feel you're still growing up and everything to get a professional job and be touring. That's pretty cool though, that you get to see all those places at that young of an age, and to know what you want to do in life at that young. That's crazy because most people in their adult lives don't know.
Still don't know what they want to do.
Yeah, exactly. And to know, that's just crazy. He's also starred in the Pitch Perfect movies as Benji, which I love that.
Yes, I've seen Pitch Perfect. All of them.
Me too. I mean, he should have been in more of them than just two, but I still love his character in that. It's so good. He made his Broadway debut as Elder Cunningham in 2014 in the Book of Mormon, which that's pretty good. He has a solo album that was released in March. Of course, I bought it. I have it. It's called Sing to Me Instead. Highly recommend listening to it. And then also on Netflix, he has one of his shows that Radio City got filmed and they put on Netflix.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's really good. Just look up Ben Platt. You'll find it. It's really good. I watched it because that came out in early May, so I watched it a million times and it was so good. And I put on my own concert, right in my living room. Felt like I was right there. But he's won award short of an EGOT, which is an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. So he was he was on his way. Everyone kept saying, to be the youngest of to sweep in that category to have all three. But even though he's just missing an Oscar, but hopefully that'll come. But that's pretty cool that he has all those.
And he's so young too, so it's not
he's only 27.
I feel it'll definitely happen.
Yeah, at only 27, he just turned 27 in September, so to have that much. So he shares the Grammy Award he won with the Dear Evan Hansen cast, because they won it for the cast album. He shares a daytime Emmy also with the cast of Dear Evan Hansen. So it's not just him, but it's still,
but he was a part of it.
Yeah, and then Dear Evan Hansen also won the Tony that in 2017 the Tony Award for the best musical, but he took home the main the leading actor, and he's also in the Netflix series The Politician. He stars as the main character. Did you ever see that?
No, but I've heard of it. I've never seen it though.
It's really good. Really different for because I'm used to seeing him in more Broadway sense, so or Pitch Perfect, so it's very different.
Yeah.
But, he plays a I don't know, his psychopath. He just the way his acting is really good. Yeah, it's amazing what he's accomplished in only 2017 and 2017. It's at 27. That's such a I feel a young age to have that
accomplished all he did.
Yeah, and he was. I know he was gonna go to college for musical theater, but then that's when he got he booked the Book of Mormon on Broadway. So he gave it up. He was gonna go to Columbia, and then he gave it up to just pursue the career. He took the job, and that worked out for him. Obviously. Obviously probably not the case for most people. I mean, even if people go to college to get a musical theater degree, sometimes it doesn't end them up necessarily where they want to be, but
yeah, no, so that's good for him that he I mean, obviously he was gonna go, but that's good for him that he is where he is today.
Yeah, he took the risk and it worked out for him. I think that's I don't know. I think that's so cool. Like, I really like him, and I really like his music, and he's, like, making more music, which I think is good.
I feel like I've never heard his music. Like, I feel like I've heard him, like, I've heard Dear Evan Hansen songs, but I've never, like, heard his album.
It's really good. Well, you know, of course, I bought it the first day it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Typical Ben Platt. Oh my God. I've been so obsessed with him ever since I saw Dear Evan Hansen. Like, because I actually never knew he was in the Pitch Perfect movies until after.
Yeah, I didn't make the connection. Like, I heard the name, like, I knew he was in Dear Evan Hansen, but I never, like, made the connection, like, that's who it was.
You know, like, I had to, like, because I used to watch religiously the Pitch Perfect movies, and, like, I never knew, like, you know, I didn't put two and two together that was him until after I saw Dear Evan Hansen. I was looking in the playbill, and it, like, had about his other credits, and it said, like, that, and I was like, oh my God, that's him. I was like, that's so funny. Like,
yeah.
You know, but I've never met him. I would love to. I really wanted to go to his concert when he had it. I think he had, like, last year. I really wanted to go, and I really wanted to meet him, but, like, didn't work out, so it's okay. There's always a next time, hopefully. But, like, I just love to meet him because, like, I, like, look up to his work and everything like that, so I think that'd be very cool. But, like, he was actively going to the stage during when he was in Dear Evan Hansen, but, like, right when I saw it was, like, right after the Tony Awards, and he, like, got, like, so, like, stressed out and anxious. Like,
oh, yeah, I remember we were talking about this,
so, like, because we were talking about it back when we did the stage drawing show, but, like, it's crazy that, like, that changed his perspective on, like, stage drawing. So now I don't think he'll ever stage draw again. I think he's more of the type of person that'll be, like, a paid, like, a meet and greet with them, like, at a concert or something. Because at least you can control, like, you're not going to have, like, hundreds
just
of
anybody,
people.
like, on a street in New York.
Exactly. And, like, meet and greets aren't even that, you know, they're not even that long. So, like, you're not going to, you know, have that much time. I mean, like, the stage door's out, but, like, that's kind of still sketchy.
And, like, he could decide, like, if he wants to do it or, like, how many people he wants to do. So, yeah. That's probably what he'll do.
Exactly. Crazy. But,
yeah.
I think he's really good. He loves Disney, so that's another plus for me. Like, you know, I'd love to see him in a Disney musical. There you go. There's the catch. We need to see him in a Disney musical.
We talked about this when we were talking about Disney shows. We need more. And he could be in it.
Exactly.
So
it would be total seller right there. Just buy me a ticket right now. Like, I could totally see him. Oh my gosh, he's so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, him and Disney, perfect together. Like,
would definitely draw a lot of people to go see the show.
Exactly. And now there's going to be a Dear Evan Hansen movie coming out, like, soon in 2021, and he's starring in it. So, like, also could see him in that. And, like, I don't know if The Politician is getting a third season or not, but, like, you know, you could see him
he's got a lot of places he could go.
Yeah, you can't get rid of him. Everywhere you turn is him. But I'll be interested to see the Dear Evan Hansen movie because it's obviously going to be different than the musical.
The show,
Yeah, they're not, like, so got to stay up on the lookout for him. We'll be back after this break to talk about the next Broadway star. Okay, so the next star we're going to talk about is Christy Altomare, who is one of my, I feel like I'm going to say this for every person, but, like, honestly, one of my favorite people. She's, like, definitely the nicest person I've ever met because she and that's just her personality. Like, she's, like, so sweet, and, like, she spends, like, time with, like, each person that, like, you know, at the stage door and everything like that. And, like, you know, like, she was, like, the lead. I saw her in Anastasia, and she was, like, the lead in that. So, like, you know, I'm sure she's tired after, like, a 2-show day and stuff like that. But she would stay, and there would be, like, so many people there to see her because, like, you know, everyone, like, loved her and everything. And, like, honestly, she's so sweet. Like, she would sing, like, happy birthday if you told her it was your birthday. And, like, she would sing to all these people and, like, you know, give you a hug. Like, she gives the best hug, too. She just, like, gave me this big hug and was, like, you know, so humble and, like, grateful, like, that you were there and that you spent the money to come see the show and, like, that she believed. And it was just, like, really great to see, like, that, like, from her, like, you know.
Yeah, and that definitely, like, makes people want to go back, too, like, like, when they're so nice and, like, personable, and it's not just, like, oh, like, they're, like, that on stage, like, she's so nice in person, too.
Exactly.
So.
And, like, you know, because you never know, like, I feel like when you have, like, you know, you are, like, successful, like, and stuff like that, you're always going to have those people that are, like, that think they're better than everyone, and are going to be, like, they're going to come out and be, like, not really talking, or don't come out at all, or you're going to have the one that, like, you know, shouldn't be as nice as she is. Like, literally, I feel like she would give you, like, the shirt off her back. Like, if you need, like, that, just, like, the nicest, like, sweetest person ever. And, like, she's, like, a little kid at heart. Like, she just would be, like, she was so funny to watch because she was, like, so happy and so, like, grateful for everything that she got. And, like, it was really great. How she got her start on Broadway is she made her Broadway debut as Sophie in Mamma Mia.
Love Mamma Mia.
Like we talked about last show, we both want to see that. And now even more, I'm like, I wish I got to see Mamma Mia.
Yeah, like when she was in
her. Like, yeah, that's so great. I would have known her all the way back then.
Wait, what show did you see her, like, meet her after?
I saw her in Anastasia, where she played Anya. She played the lead.
Okay.
I saw that, like, 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago. It was a really good show. But she was also she also started off-Broadway as Sue in Carrie the Musical, which I love that set. I wish I saw that too, but, like, I love that, like, the cast recording to that and, like, her on there and, like, and then, like, what's funny enough is the guy she played, like, a love interest in Carrie the Musical, he ended up playing her love interest in Anastasia.
Oh, okay.
Which that's, like, you know, doesn't happen always, like, but, like, that's pretty cool because then they came into Anastasia already, like, you know, they didn't have to, like, build
like
the
chemistry. Had that chemistry, yeah.
Yeah, they already were, like, that's set in stone, but, like, I really wish I saw her in that because I've seen clips of that online and she looks really good and, like, I'm like, she starred as Wendell in the national tour of Spring Awakening. She was also in Daddy Longlegs, Camelot, and then, of course, Anastasia. Which, honestly, Daddy Longlegs, that's, like, an interesting name.
Yeah.
Like,
was it on Broadway, I wonder?
No, it was, like...
off-Broadway.
But
that's interesting.
I know, because especially, because you think, whenever you hear that name, you think of the bug. And, like, most people don't like the bug. So, like, I hope the show was better than the bug. But, she was named Broadway.com Star of the Year in 2017. I remember when she got that. I was,
that's
like,
pretty
so
good.
Excited. Yeah, I voted for her. That she deserves to be that. Like I said, she played Anya in Anastasia, which that was a really great show, and I was really happy to see her in that. She was a nominee for the 2017 Drama Desk Awards, and for Outstanding Actress in a Musical, which that's, like, too bad she didn't win, but, like, that's really cool to be nominated. Like, at least someone's, like, you know, awards don't necessarily, like, mean how
yeah,
good
but even if you were nominated, that was, like, even if you didn't win, it's still, like, an accomplishment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You could be like, hey, I was nominated. She was also a nominee for an Outer Critics Circle Award. She won the 2017 Theater World Award for Outstanding Debut Performance for Anastasia. That's really cool. She graduated from the University of Cincinnati's Conservatory of Music in 2008. Literally, I was only 8, but that's okay. Like, good. You know, she is a singer, songwriter. Like, I think she has, like, she has 2 albums, Waiting for You and After You, which are available on iTunes. But, like, I, like, heard some of the music and, like, it's really good, but I know she's been working on, like, more, which I think that's really good.
Yeah.
I really like her. She's, like, such a nice person. I feel like such a connection to her.
I think it's, like, really cool when they're on Broadway and they're, like, songwriters, too.
Exactly.
So, like, you get 2 aspects of their lives.
Mm-hmm. They're expanding their horizons. They're not one-trick ponies. I look forward to seeing her in more, more shows. I would love to see her in more Broadway shows. Mm-hmm. Like, I think she definitely needs to. And if there was an award for nicest person on Broadway, it'd go to her by a long shot. Like, honestly, you know, most of them are nice, but, like, she's just,
like, she goes out of her way to,
literally. She would spend, like, 4 hours after, like, the show was over, like, still talking to people, anyone that was, like, around, and I, like, just feel like she'd be, like, the nicest person to, like, stop, because you never know, you know, when you see someone, if you ever see someone, and you're always like, oh my god, I know them from there, but, like, too nervous to stop. I definitely feel like that you wouldn't have that problem with her. Cause she's like, oh my God, like, cause she's like, just like a friend. And then like how I sent her fan mail 2 years ago, and she literally, I thought like, I was like, oh, I'm never going to get a response, like, whatever, like, it's fine. No, but she literally sent me like a card back, like a handwritten card.
That's so nice.
And after like 2 years, and I was like, whoa. So that just even made me love her even more. Cause I was like, to be like that dedicated, cause I know she used to get stacks upon stacks upon stacks of like, you know, packages and stuff like that, but like to respond to each and every single one and like, you know, make the person who sent it like feel like good about it, that she actually cared for it, is like outstanding for like someone like her, especially because how busy she is, and like
I'm sure,
you know, it's not like an easy thing to do, is to go through and like read people's letters or like sign something if they wanted something signed, or like, you know, like that's not.
Yeah, and like when you're on a show, you have how many shows a week, and like you're taking time out of your day, like your extra time to like write back.
Exactly, and then even because the show closed, and then she answered me back like 2 years later, to still go through all of that, and like, you know, respond, like that's just like amazing to, you know, truly amazing, like that she would do that. So I think everyone should listen to her music, and when she's back, when Broadway's back open, hopefully she'll be back in the show, and then go see her again. Cause she's definitely the nicest person ever. We'll be back after this break. Okay, next person is Catherine Gallagher, who also, again, how I've been saying this whole time, one of my favorite people ever. She's currently nominated for, because the Tony Awards are like supposed to like be virtual and like happen, so she's currently nominated for a Tony Award for Outstanding Featured Actress for her role as Bella in Jagged Little Pill. And you know, that's my favorite musical ever, so I'm a little bit excited. And Jagged Little Pill was nominated for like 15 total, so like they're like the leader of like however many are nominated, as they should. But like honestly, I was really excited to see that she got herself nominated for that, because like her role like is not major until like the second act of the show, but like her like the stuff like her character goes through is like really like deep and like, you know, hard and like upsetting. So like just like her portrayal and stuff of that is like so amazing. So like she definitely deserves one. She was nominated in 2016 for an Astaire Award. Don't know anything about those awards, but that's pretty cool. She was her film stuff or whatever. You could also have seen her on the first season of You on Netflix, where she played Annika, which I really liked. That's what got me to watch that show in the first place, because I saw that she was going to be on it, or was in it or whatever, and I was like, oh, gotta watch this. She's, like I said, currently when Broadway opens again, she'll be currently playing Bella in Jagged Little Pill, which is my favorite. I love the song the character Bella sings one of Alanis Morissette's new like songs she wrote just for the show, which is Predator. It's like a really good song. Is that Predator? Yeah. That's I was trying to go through the list of all those songs. I was like, what? But yeah, it is that one, which is really like, it's like eerie. It's like creepy, but like it's good. It's really good and sad too.
Well,
like
it sounds like she plays a pretty good role, especially if she's nominated for a Tony.
And she's like, she's funny enough, she's nominated against two other people in her cast. Like,
oh, okay. So
like they're up against each other, and then there's only like two other girls from different shows. But like I think that's kind of funny that they're nominated together from the same show. And it's like, like they kind of have like the odds to win in their favor, because like there's three against those two girls from different shows. Yeah. So that's good. Like she made her Broadway debut in 2015 in the revival of Spring Awakenings. That's pretty long time ago. She's a singer and an actress. She has her own EP, and she released it. It's called Demos Volume 1, and then she just not that long ago released Demos Volume 2. But like she last week just came out with a new song called Cross-Legged in the Kitchen. It's so good, and it's about like, I don't know, she like challenged everyone to send it to someone that they like, and because it's all about like a crush and everything like that. It's really good. I like that song. I think that's one of her best songs. I like that of her songs, and I like I'll Get the Coffee. It's so good. Like, I'm like, oh, she has, like, such, like, kind of like a Taylor Swift vibe, but, like, not really, like, more, like, edgier, I would say.
Okay.
But, like, she's a really good singer and songwriter. Like, I enjoy her music a lot. Like, again, just like Ben Platt bought everything of that. I saw her perform twice in Jagged Little Pill, but I haven't seen her, like, in anything else. Like, she's done, like, solo concerts and stuff. Never saw any of those, but would love to when that all happens again. Yeah. Because I really like her. I've met her both times I saw Jagged Little Pill. She has amazing purple Crocs. Just the best purple Crocs ever.
Gotta love a person wearing Crocs.
Exactly. Purple, because purple's my favorite color, but, like, Crocs are so good. Oh my God, yes. I was like, that's literally the first thing when she walked out the stage door and, like, came up to me, I was like, whoa, I love your Crocs. She's like, thanks. I'm like, yeah, they're the best. Like, and she came out in, like, some tie-dye colored outfit. I'm like, definitely not matching, but, like, you know, we love
own
good
it,
style,
you know?
though. Yeah, gotta own it. Yeah, her music is very, like, it's either, like, one of two ways. It's either gonna, like, make you sob and cry because, like, she, like, went through all this stuff because it's, like, very personal to her.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna make you want to jump up and down. Like, I'll Get the Coffee, I literally jump up. Oh my God, that was such a good song to put you in. No matter what you're feeling, it'll always make you better because it's just, like, so good. And then I think what's really cool is she, like, films her own music videos most of the time. Like, and then her one friend that's, like, an editor helps her edit them, but, like, she films them all basically in her, like, little New York apartment. So, like, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
like,
that is.
You know, she put it to work. And, like, most people know her dad, like, because her dad's Peter Gallagher, and he was, like, in, like, the OC and, like, different Broadway shows and everything like that. And, like, recently he was in Let Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist. I don't know if you ever watched that. That was actually really good, but, like, he's kind of dead now. So most of us, I can spoiled it if you didn't. But, like, yeah, he was really good in that. Like, I knew him from that. So, like, most people, like, as she always says, most people always say, oh, you're Peter Gallagher's daughter. So, like, most of them know her just from her dad, but, like, she has, like, so much stuff now.
Yeah, like, it's good that she's trying to make a name for herself.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, you're his daughter.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, could be a good thing because, like, he's really well liked and, like, a really great actor and, like, performer. So, like, which is good, but, like, you want to, like, separate them. And Catherine has a really, really cute dog named Willie. It's my favorite. It's, like, this little black dog. It was so cute. Oh, my God. Not that I've ever seen that Willie in person, but I just see a lot of it from her Instagram stories because she's always posting on there pictures of her dog. So, but she was also one that I'll give her up in the top two. I'll put Christy Altomare as number one nicest and Catherine as, like, the second nicest because she was just, like, so down to earth and, like, she really spent the time, like, not just trying to sign and, like, take a picture and go. Like, she really spent the time, like, asking you, like, oh, what's your name and, like, everything, like, into getting to know you. And my dad told her she looked taller in person, which I was like, and she found that so funny because she's like, no, I'm, like, only 5'5", so that's really funny that you said that. And she's like, and I'm wearing Crocs, not even high heels or whatever. So she's just really funny and really nice and really talented. Like, her music is, like, so good. I'm like, how do you write such good music? And, like, you know, she plays the guitar and, like, plays the piano and, like, all that stuff. So, like, she's like, you know, just not just a one-trick pony. Like, she's got it all.
I think it's so cool that, like, she does it in her apartment, too.
Exactly. Like, you know, like, instead of going to, like, a record, you know, or whatever, like, she does it, like, pretty much herself. And, like, I know these demos that she put out, like, her EP and stuff, she did it all from her childhood closet bedroom because, like, she was living back in Connecticut with her parents during all this. So, like, she did it just from there and, like, that's pretty cool to put it like that.
Definitely.
I mean, like, she had the time, but, like, that's still cool. So, definitely highly suggest checking out her music, and especially the Cross-Legged in the Kitchen. And, yeah, she's just a great person, and you should all go see her when Jagged Little Pill opens back. We'll be back after this break. So, the next Broadway star we're going to talk about is Derek Klena. So he played Fiyero in Wicked, and like the last show, we know I love Wicked, so, but I didn't see him as, like, he played at the start of, like, his Broadway career.
Okay.
He played Fiyero, which I think is really cool, because, like, many Broadway, like, stars have played either, like, Fiyero, like, the guys, or, like, the girls have played, like, either Elphaba or Glinda, like, right at the start of their career, since Wicked is such, like, a staple on Broadway, so... He was also Michael in The Bridges of Madison County, which I hear, like, so much of that show, but, like, I never really, I've only listened to, like, one song, but, like, never really got into much more than that.
Yeah.
But it sounds cool. Bridges. I don't know. And he was Dimitri in Anastasia alongside Christy Altomare, which he also played Tom in the off-Broadway of Carrie which was the love interest to Christy Altomare's character, Sue. And then, like, I think it's, like, how full circle that they came to then playing love interest on Broadway. Like, that's from, like, playing off-Broadway to that. Like, so, like we said, they didn't need, like, to build the chemistry. Like, it was already there. They already had it, like, established.
Yeah, which is always good. That just makes it so much better.
True. And then, like, plus for them, it must have been nice to, like, going into like, a room when you're first meeting, like, the cast or whatever, like, and then, like, you're like, oh, you know that person. Yeah,
like, knowing somebody there already, that's...
Exactly, and you know them better than just, like, oh, yeah, I know your name, but, like, not much else than that. He's currently Nick Healy in Jagged Little Pill, which, again, like I said, my favorite musical, so, like, you know. He's also nominated for a Tony Award whenever the Tonys happen. He's nominated for leading actor, I believe, and which that's pretty cool. And he's alongside the other guy, Sean Allen Krill, who plays his dad in the show. So like they're nominated against each other, which is pretty cool. His off-Broadway credits include Dogfight and, like I said, Carrie, which Dogfight. Another lovely name for a musical. His TV credits include The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Blue Bloods, Quantico, Law and Order, and The Carrie Diaries. He's been in a lot, which I did not realize. So, like, start researching for this show, I didn't realize how much TV like he's like appeared in, like which is pretty good. Because like I know like a lot, not like generally all, but like a lot of them, the Broadway people like go into Blue Blood, like have made appearances on Blue Bloods or like Law and Order and that stuff, but like that's a lot for like that's pretty.
Yeah, and I feel like if people see him on TV, they'll be like, oh yeah, he'd probably be good in a musical too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like you're more well-rounded known as just like not just like a, I don't know, like you're more like an actor, not just like a Broadway person. Like you have like the full well-roundedness, however that you want to say that. He's a really good voice. Like his voice is like so good, especially like I love in Anastasia like his character Dimitri's solo song Petersburg, like that ending high note. I'm like, how do you hold it that long? Like it's so good. Which I didn't get to see him in Anastasia because he was out that day, but like I have seen him both times I saw Jagged Little Pill, and like he plays such like a really great character in Jagged Little Pill. Like he's like they're like. He plays, like, their star, like, child, and, like, everything is good because he gets into this Harvard and, like, all this stuff, but then, like, you see, like, through who he really is, that he's not, because he sings a song perfect, so you, like, find out that he's, like, not as perfect as his parents think he is, and all this stuff, like, so he just has, like, a really great character arc, and, like, his acting is, like, so good, especially when I was, like, because I was just in the seat that I guess it happens because every night when he sings perfect, he comes like down to the end of the stage and he locks eyes with like this right in the second row, and I happened to be there and I was like, he's walking. It's just awkward. Like I'm like, oh my god, like he's staring right at me. But I met him the second time I saw Jagged Little Pill. And he was like he was really nice, but he was more like quiet, like not like how I talked about Catherine and like and Christy. Like he was more like you had to kind of like talk to him, and like also he did it like in a way like I never like saw someone else do it, because like most of them just come out and they'll start and then they'll like go and sing. He just came out and was like, does anyone want me to sign anything and like take a picture, which I guess is, like, nice because he's, like, asking.
He was nervous.
True. But, like, I guess because he was, like, asking because, like, you know, you get some people that are, like, rude and are, like, you know, like, oh, like, if you weren't the leader.
They only want certain people,
So, like, I guess that was, like, his way of doing that. And, like, and you know, my dad, because I don't see it, but I was like, oh, yeah, right here. I'm like, oh, my God. So the next star we're going to talk about is Carrie Butler, which she's older than the previous ones that we've talked about before. But fun fact, we both have the same birthday.
Oh, that is cool.
Which is really interesting. And I didn't even, like, because when I went to see Mean Girls 2 years ago, like, the day before my birthday, because my birthday was on a Monday that year, and Broadway's dark on a Monday, like, I was, like, looking up, and I saw that it said, like, her birthday was tomorrow, like, was June 18th, and I was like, oh, my God, we have the same birthday, but, like, you know me, I'm quiet, I wouldn't say anything. So my dad's like, is your when we were at the stage where Mean Girls was like, is your birthday tomorrow? And she was like, yeah, it is. And he's like, so is hers. And she's like, oh my God, a birthday twin. She's like, I've never met, like, someone that had the same birthday as me. So she's like, oh my God, it's so great to meet you. It's like, yeah. And then my dad's like, because, yeah, it was 2 years ago, so I was turning 18. He's like, oh, are you turning 18 like her? And she's like, I wish. And he's like, we'll tell everyone. And then, like, everyone around us was like, oh, happy birthday, Carrie. I'm like, yeah, you didn't know that. You just made that up. You just copied off of me. But she's so far starred in 13 musicals, which that's a lot.
Yeah, no, that's amazing.
Like an extensive credit list. So she starred in Xanadu, which she was nominated for Best Actress. And I know that show she talked about, she had to be on, like, roller skates and, like, do all those, like, she had to learn how to, like, roller skate and, like, all that stuff. So it seemed like a lot right there.
Yeah.
Right in there. Like, she said she fell a lot, like, learning how to do it and everything like that. And it wasn't, like, the biggest hit on Broadway, but, like, because it sounds like it was, like, really crazy. And cause I think it's spelled like aliens or something. I don't know. I think it was, like, you know, definitely not a hit, but... And then she was Belle in Beauty and the Beast, which I would have loved to see. And, like, her favorite princess is Belle. And I'm like, how funny. We're born the same day. We both love Belle. Like, I could only dream of playing Belle, but she's actually played her and everything like that. And, like, she was, like, young. And, like, I know in interviews she said, like, that was, like, her favorite, like, performance she's, like, played, like, today, because she, like, loved, you know, when you look up to, like, someone since you were little, like, you would love to, like, you know, like, exactly, like, for me, like, if I was, like, that way, I would love to be Belle, because, like, I've looked up to her and dressed up as her so much that it's, like, I feel like she's a part of me. Not really, but, you know, what, and, like, too bad, because I would have loved to see Carrie Butler as Belle, because her voice, I feel like I could totally see it all, like, portray, and, like, I feel so bad that I'll never get to do that, because now, as she said, she's outgrown, like, you know, she's older than what they're going to be looking for to play Belle when that there's supposed to be a revival coming in 2021. But she was also in the show Disaster. I just love that title, Disaster. It's just my life, Disaster. I wonder if people walked into there and was like, a show about my life. Great.
Was it a musical?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was also in Catch Me If You Can. She was nominated in that show, too, for a Drama Desk Award.
Okay.
There you go. She's in Rock of Ages, which I never saw the show on Broadway, but I saw, like, the touring show when it was at, like, the Kirby Center, and, like, it was interesting. Like, definitely not. I mean, my parents loved it because it was all, like, songs, like, they like and stuff like that. I mean, it was interesting, but, like... she was Audrey in Little Shop of Horrors, which earned her an Outer Critic Award, which was, like, really good. Like, all I could think is, feed me, Seymour. I would have liked to see her in that, too. Like, you know, all these shows, just because she's on, I would go see. She was Eponine in Les Mis. She's in Blood Brothers, which, that's, like, an interesting name. Like, okay. She was in The Best Man. She was Penny in Hairspray, and she won a Clarence Derwent Award. I would, again, like, I could so picture her as Belle and as Penny. Like, she just, like, has the personality to be Penny in Hairspray. Plus, I loved Hairspray, so I would love to see. I wish I saw that on Broadway, and even more now. And then I saw her in Mean Girls. She played all the adult women. She played, like, Mrs. Regina George's mom, so Mrs. George. She played Mrs. Norbury, the teacher, and she played Mrs. Heron, like, Katie Heron's mom, which she was really good. And, like, her acting of each three women were so good, and, like, yes, she, like, changed costumes, obviously, but, like, there were, like, most of the audience had no idea that it was played by the same person. Like almost everyone at the stage door was like, oh, so what do you play? Like, some people that didn't know who she was, and she's like, all the adult women. They're like, wait, that was you? And she's like, yeah. Funny, because she just would, like, on, like a snap, she'd be, like, a whole different, like, that's her job.
Crazy when they can
but
do
it
that.
was just, like, even though I knew, I was still like, wait a minute, is this the same person? Like, it was just crazy. And I saw her also as she was played Barbara in Beetlejuice, which, again, that was, like, I feel like that was made for her because she's totally, like, a Barbara, like, esque thing, and, like, she was so good in that. And, like, I met her when I saw that last October, like, met her at the stage door, and she was, like, so nice. And she remembered me because she's like, oh, we have the same birthday, don't we? I was like, yeah, we have. So, like, now so cool. Every year on my birthday, I wish her a happy birthday, and she wishes me one, which is, like, really cool. She's appeared in a lot of TV. So, again, like we said, well-rounding herself. She won an Outstanding Circle Award for Featured Actress in a Musical for Mean Girls. She loves plants and gardening. Literally, her dressing room is like a greenhouse all the time. Like, she has, like, plants all over. She's, like, a really, really nice person, like a really sweet person. But she's, again, like, was more, like, shy, so, like, had to, like, kind of, like, break that down. But, like, she was really, really nice, too. Like, but I just think it's funny because, like, Beetlejuice had to, like, move out of their theater during all this, and they're still, like, kind of searching for one. And, like, she just recently went to clean, and, like, most of her plants survived this long, but some were dead. And, like, she forgot that she didn't take food out of her refrigerator in there. So she said it was so bad, and it smelled walking up. Like,
oh my god.
Like, oh my god, that would be so bad. But, like, she always decorated her dressing rooms, like, so nice. Like, in Mean Girls, she shared a dressing room with Barrett, who played Janice, but, like, that was, theirs were still, like, really cool theme. But, like, her Beetlejuice one was, like, all, like, plant theme, or, like, it's, like, really cool. And she's a big Disney nerd, so, like, that's really good. And I know she was supposed to go to Disney, like, right when this all hit. So, unfortunately, she didn't, but, like, she likes Disney. Like, so she's already told me.
Good all around.
I'll support her forever, you know, especially because she played Belle and all this stuff, and just how nice of a person she is. And she has, like, no music out, but I think, like, she should. Like, I could totally see her, like, writing her own music and, like, stuff. And she's really, like, now with painting, like, watercolors and stuff. She's always, like, posting, like, her art, and, like,
she's very
painting.
well-rounded.
And she offered, like, these Zoom classes, like, to paint with her and all this stuff. Didn't do that, but, like, I thought that's pretty cool. Like, you know,
she's
very
definitely,
like, into gardening, into, like, planting more than just, you know, singing and playing not pretend, but being a character. But yeah, I wish I saw her as Belle and as Penny and Harrisburg, because, like I said, when you meet her, you would totally see her as that type of a character. We'll be back after this. So the next Broadway star we'll talk about is Betsy Wolfe, which, again, I said this about everyone, but they're all my favorites. But she's definitely also ties for one of the nicest people I've ever met. So her Broadway credits include A Wonderful Life in 2005, which was a benefit concert that she did, the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. She played Rona Lisa Peretti. That's like a long she was an Ace, which she played Louise. 101 in the Shade played Catherine Bronner. There we go. Everyday Rapture, she starred as just a performer, so I'm, like, guessing just, like, you know, the ensemble or whatever, but they called them the performer.
Yeah.
I don't know. Merrily Will Roll Along. It was off-Broadway. She played Beth. The Mystery of Edwin Drood on Broadway. She played Rosebud. The last 5 years, she did off-Broadway, and she played a performer in that, too. She was in Bullets Over Broadway. She played Ellen. She was in Up Here. She played Lindsay. Waitress. She played Jenna Hunterson. Falsetto. She played Cordelia. I saw her in Waitress as Jenna. Like, it was my first time seeing that show. She's really good. And then, like, I saw her in Falsettos because it was, like, filmed and put on, like, TV, like, the musical. So, like, she's really good in that. And, like, recently in May, she just became, like, a new mom to her little daughter. So it's, like, so cute because she's always, like, posting now, like, her and her daughter, of her singing to her daughter and, like, reading. So I'm like, oh, it's so cute to see her, like, transition from, like, that, you know, to, like, then a mom, too. Yeah, I really liked her performance in Waitress. I was like, well, like, she's a really great actress and she could sing. I was like, whoa, like that. It was so good. I met her at the stage door, which she, again, like, I would equate her to, like, pretty much just like Christy Altomare, because she pretty much stayed, like, late after and, like, talked with everyone, like, took as many pictures as you wanted, and, like, you know, like, gave everyone, like, hugs or whatever. Like, she was really nice and down to earth. Because, like, at first she seemed like she was going to be, like, more, like, quiet.
Yeah.
But, like, then she got really, you know, once you talked to her, she was, like, opened up and was, like...
Like, she was more comfortable, like, talking to everybody and...
Exactly, yeah. Because I think once she, like, felt out the crowd that it wasn't going to be, like, anything, like, crazy or, like, pushy or, like, anything like that, I think then she realized, she was like, okay, gonna be good. She has a really bubbly personality. Like, you got that from, like, she did a vlog for Broadway.com, like, and it was called Sugar Butter Betsy, so, like, she vlogged, like, it was their waitress vlog, so she vlogged, like, backstage stuff and all that stuff, so, like, she was always, like, doing something, like, funny on that, and, like, you just got to see, like, how nice, and she's, like, a really, like, animal lover, too, because all, in the one video, she was just, like, helping these like, saving this bird, and, like, all this stuff, so, like, I don't know, I'm excited to see her journey. I know she was going to take a break when she was having the baby, but like now there's, you know, not much to do. She's like, I know she like runs this like Broadway Evolve, which is like for like, I think like from 13 to like 18 you could like you have to like apply, and it's all like, you know, basically like a course, and they teach you like about like all the things like about to get ready for like, you know, if you wanted a job in like Broadway or everything, you do like all this stuff. So like she's busy running that and being a mom, which I think for some reason I'm blanking on what her kid's name is. That is so bad. I can't remember it.
But it like almost worked out in her favor that like she was taking a break from Broadway when she had a baby, and then ended up closing.
Yeah, exactly. So then there was not much she can do anyway. So yeah, but I just think she's one of the sweetest people ever, and you know, hopefully she continues on this, and when Broadway comes back and like there's more stuff, and hopefully she'll do something else. Yeah, you never know. But now she's just being a mom, which is pretty cool, I guess. So the next star is Lauren Patton, which I absolutely love her. I think she's so cool and everything. She's now nominated for Best Featured Actress for her role as Jo in Jagged Little Pill. So like I said, she was nominated against Catherine, and then they're also nominated against Celia, who plays Frankie, which is like the main girl in the show. But literally Lauren in Jagged Little Pill gets a standing ovation basically every night when she sings. You ought to know, like when she gives that, like, and you see, like, because you really delve into her character development there. Oh, it's so good. She's just like, I don't understand how she's not like dead after that number, because she like jumps and like around, and she like beating herself up, and like there's just a note she hits, and oh my God, it's so good. So good. Even the people that don't think they're going to stand up end up standing up, like you just watch, and everyone's like, she's so explosive to watch. She was in the Broadway production of Fun Home, where she won a Drama Desk Award for her performance in The Wolves, which was a play about like the soccer team. Her TV and credits, here we go, Blue Bloods, like I said. There you go. Blue Bloods, Good Fight, and Succession. I saw her as Jo, and like I was lucky enough to meet her at the stage door, because I went on a matinee, and she normally doesn't, you know, stage door matinees just because like how taxing like her role is and physically demanding, so she normally like rests during that. But like again, she tripped on her way out and almost like face planted. I was like, that's so me, like we're one and the same there. That would be me. But she was nice, but she was more like quiet, like definitely I would say like more like shy and like quiet, and like, but like I would say she did make sure that like we got the picture, because I was like, oh my God, I was like, when she came out, I go to my dad, you're gonna have to help me, because I'm like I look up to her, and I don't know, she's like amazing, so I don't know what to say. Nothing's gonna come out. But definitely she's such force to be reckoned with, and like how to get a standing ovation every single night, that's incredible. Like, you know, and she deserves it for how much she's like doing. I know it takes her like an hour before the show to stretch and get her voice ready and like, you know, like pumped up to it, because like you could definitely get hurt by, like, how high she sings and, like, screeches, and then, like, the jumping and, like, the, you know. Yeah. She's one to watch out for. I hope she wins the Tony. She was, like, nominated for other stuff for this role, but she definitely deserves all the awards, because her in this role is, like, something else. Like, I've never been to a show that you feel, like, so connected to, like, her character and, like, just the power she holds behind, like, she's small, but, like, oh my god, it's so great. Well, thanks for tuning in. Make sure to listen live at cougarradio.net. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Like us on Facebook as Cougar Radio. Subscribe on YouTube and Spotify to watch and listen to all your podcast shows. And tune in next week.